Veterans Memorial Auditorium, Des Moines, Iowa, March 15th, 1969, the finals of the Iowa Girls High School Basketball Tournament. Never in the history of this colorful spectacle has there been such a rush for tickets, and never has a high school tournament of any kind in Iowa received such publicity. The Chicago Tribune has had a full-time correspondent here all week and is giving the tournament front-page coverage. CBS ran a special feature on the tournament during one of its network newscasts earlier tonight. Sports Illustrated had a 3-page color spread on girls basketball in Iowa, and tonight we are televising this championship game over a vast network reaching into 9 states. Yes, the interest in girls basketball is at fever pitch, and the 15,000 fans who have jammed their way into this auditorium are about to witness one of the most unexpected finishes this tournament has ever produced. Unexpected because the team that was the heaviest favorite ever to come to state will not be playing in the championship game, and the atmosphere is electric over the prospect of a new champion. Defending champion Union Witten came to state rated a shoo-in for the title. After all, they'd won 57 straight games in which the regulars started. They had a fantastic offensive average of 101 points a game, and in Denise Long, they boasted the greatest scorer in girls tournament history. Yet, Union Witten, rated number 1 all season, will not be playing for the title tonight. Instead, it will be the number 2 team, Montezuma, against number 3, Allison-Bristow. Both are unbeaten. Both have well-balanced offensive-defensive clubs, and both know how to play under pressure. Montezuma boasts a rugged defense that allowed its opponents less than 42 points a game during the season. And the Bravettes' front court is so well-balanced that star post forward Sandy Van Cleve was only the 2nd leading scorer on her team during the season. Allison-Bristow also has a tough defense, as well as 3 forwards averaging in double figures. But the Trojanettes' main claim to fame in the eyes of the fans tonight is what happened last night, a smashing 73-58 semifinal win over top-favored Union Witten. Before the 2 contenders for the title take the floor, let's look at the rest of the Sweet 16, who battled their way down the tournament trail to the state finals from all sections of Iowa in the traditional Parade of Champions. The red and white colors of this school are represented in the state tournament for the 6th time. From West Central Iowa, the team featured the 4th highest scoring average and the 4th leading individual scorer. Meet Coach Bruce Adkins and the Audubon Wheelerettes. In their 3rd appearance at the big show from Central Iowa, this team put up a valiant effort against the defending champions. Balanced scoring and a stingy defense resulted in a 22-3 record. Here is Coach Richard Armstrong and the Carlisle Wildcats. Tight defense and 2 great come-from-behind efforts nearly projected this team into the semifinal round. From far southwest Iowa, the winner of the Corner Conference, the team ran up a 27-3 record for the season. Coach Leon Plummer and the Farragut Admiralettes. Another of the high-scoring teams in this year's field, this club lost but twice while winning 22 during the regular season. The black and gold colors show up regularly at state tournament time. This is their 14th appearance here in Des Moines. Featuring the state's number 2 individual scorer, greet Coach Rich Hansen and the Guthrie Center Tigerettes. One of the first-timers in the state meet field, this team graduates only 2 of their starters and might well be back next season. After a slow start, they came on strong around tournament time to advance to Des Moines. Here is Coach Marv Chickering and the Lorenz Elkettes. 7 times this team has made it to the Sweet 16, the last 5 times in a row. One of the 5 undefeated teams in the field, the Orange and Black, have a tradition of stingy defense. With some fine young players on the club, we should see them again in the near future. Meet Coach Vern McLearn and the Mediapolis Bullets. Making their first appearance in the field, this team, wearing black and gold and dominated by underclassmen, won 22 and lost 3 for the season. 2 of the 3 losses were by 1 point. Coach Jerry Carsons and Midland of Wyoming Eaglettes. Well, in these days of go-go and sock it to 'em, our next team scored fast and often. With the 2nd highest scoring average in the state, they ran up a record of 20 wins and 2 losses. Member of the Twin Lakes Conference, making their 3rd appearance in state, here is Coach Larry Paulson and the Rockwell City Wildcats. Again, an undefeated team. Wearing orange and black, this club makes their 2nd trip to the state finals. Winners of the Corn Belt Conference, the team ousted last year's runner-up in the district finals, Coach Rich Barber and the Ruthven Ramettes. Across the state we go to South Central Iowa, where the green and white have cut a wide swath in recent years through the Bluegrass Conference. Winners of the conference crown this year, the team lost but 2 while winning 26. They avenged a sectional loss to advance to state play, Coach Bill Luce and the Southeast Warren Warhawks. 7 times the blue and white has come to the state meet, and twice the champions. With nicknames like Rattlesnake, Butch, and Machine, you might think we're watching the Bowery Boys on the Late Show, but it's really Coach Gene Kling and the West Central of Maynard Blue Devilettes. Graduating but 3 seniors, the future looks bright for the green and white from West Central Iowa. With 1 championship trophy in their case at home, This team would like to get a match pair for the future. Playing in the Maple Valley Conference, here is Coach Marv Murray and the West Monona Spartanettes. We'd also like to have you meet the champions of all of the sports in the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union picture. The state doubles champions in tennis have come from the same school 3 of the past 4 years. Here are the current champions, Debbie Knowlting and Julie Gray of the West Waterloo Warhawks and Coach Bill Blake. Waterloo claimed another champion, but this time on the golf course. She won the medal with a 78 at Iowa Falls. From Columbus High School, meet golf medalist Bobby Lichty and Coach Joyce Peters. The team champions on the golf course hail from West Des Moines. The Tigerettes won the state meet by 11 strokes with the second lowest score in history. Coach Bill Coldiron and the Valley Tigerettes. 1 3/10 miles doesn't seem like a long way until you've run that far across country. Here's the 1968 individual distance running champion, Chris Gemberling from Lake City. Not many towns can claim 2 state championship teams, but the Raccoon River Conference has such a club, scoring a record 48 points in the 1968 state distance running meet. Greet the Tigerettes from Adel. Adel scored a double by winning the state indoor track crown. They've also won their conference crown 6 straight years. The school has one of the most complete girls athletic programs in the state. Coach Larry Niemeyer and the Adel Tigerettes. From northwest Iowa come the state outdoor track champions. Rolf edged Manila in the 440-yard relay to take home the championship trophy. Sarah Beckard set a record in the wind and rain in the 440-yard dash to climax a fine career. Meet Coach Alan Gilbertson and the Rolf Ramettes. The basketball team from this school is already on the floor in the Parade of Champions. Now we have the summer softball champions from the Bluegrass Conference. Returning 7 letter winners, the Southeast Warren Warhawks. The 3 communities of Redland, Oran, and Fairbank can all claim fall softball champions. They won 2 straight consolation championships before taking the big one. All 9 members of the team return for summer play, 7 of the 9 for next fall. Meet Bob Allen and the Wapsie Valley Warriorettes. The state swimming champion squad has been split in half for this season with the new school in Iowa City. The team competed in only 1 meet last year, but they was good enough to win the big trophy by 3.5 points over Des Moines Roosevelt. From City High in Iowa City, the girls' state high school swimming champions. 2 new sports were introduced for state competition. In gymnastics competition, this team doubled the score on the second-place team. The girls won 3 of 5 events and placed second in 3 events. Meet the gymnastics champions from Sioux City Central. Field hockey was another of the new sports in statewide competition. The game is played on a football-sized field with ice hockey-type goals, a ball about the size of a baseball, and using a shortened version of the ice hockey stick. Here are the first champions in one of the Olympic sports, the Pleasant Valley Spartanettes. These are your 1968-69 girls athletic champions. Now the big moment has arrived, and the championship basketball game between Allison-Bristow and Montezuma is about ready to start. Allison-Bristow, coached by veteran Dale Fogle, is a team blessed with speed, good scoring balance among the forwards, and a defense that held 26 regular season opponents to an average of 50 points a game. The Allison-Bristow offense is keyed around 6-foot-tall Diane Stanek, a converted guard who averaged close to 40 points a game during the season and who slammed in 56 points in Allison's 73-58 upset of Union Witten in the semifinals. Carol Smoot, a fine shooter and playmaker, averaged 17 points during the regular season. And 5'6" Becky Miller, only a 10th grader, averaged 16 points during the season. In Lene Alberts, a 5'11" junior, Allison-Bristow boasts a post guard that many coaches consider the best in the state. In the semifinal win over Union Witten, Lene held Denise Long, the highest scorer in girls' history, to just 48 points, more than 20 under her average. Janice Johnson is a 5'6" out guard who teams with Linda Merrill in slowing down the opponent's shooting. Both are 17 and seniors. Montezuma, coached by another master of the game, Carol Rugland, is a team somewhat similar to Allison-Bristow in that it has an outstanding post forward, excellent scoring balance, and one of the finest defenses of this or any other state tournament. A backcourt that held 27 opponents to an average of less than 42 points a game during the season. Sandy Van Cleve, only a sophomore, is the mainspring of an offense that prides itself on scoring equality. Sandy is 5'8" and already has developed moves around the basket that many boys coaches might envy. She averaged 23.5 points a game during the season, but in her last 2 tournament appearances, she had 27 and 34 respectively. Rose Schultz, a 5'7" senior, actually was the scoring leader for the Bravettes during the season, averaging 24.5 points a game, just 1 more than Sandy. She's an excellent driver and outshooter. Brenda Hamer is a 5'7" senior whose play complements the other 2. She's an outside shooter. She's the set shot artist of the team. And in the semifinal victory, she accounted for 29 points this way. Montezuma's talented guard court is built around 3 seniors, all excellent defensive players. 5'10" Carolyn Little, 5'6" Kathy Palmer, and 5'7" Becky Hall. Now the introduction of the starting lineups for the championship game. In dark uniforms, Allison-Bristow. At forward, number 55, Diane Stanek. Number 43, Becky Miller. Number 35, Carol Smoot. In the guard court for Allison-Bristow, number 53, Lene Alberts. Number 41, Janice Johnson. Number 33, Linda Merrill. And the coach of Allison-Bristow, Dale Fogel. Now for Montezuma, wearing light uniforms. At forward, number 34, Rose Schultz. Number 54, Sandy Van Cleve. Number 50, Brenda Hamer. Number 30, Becky Hall. Number 22, Kathy Palmer. Number 42, Carolyn Little. And Coach Carol Rugland. Now we're all set for the start of the game, and we bring you the play-by-play exactly as reported on our live telecast of the game on WHO TV Des Moines and the Felco Television Network, with commentary by yours truly, Jim Zabel. All right, the ball will be put in play in the forecourt. All right, here we have it now. Ball in the forecourt there. As they work it around underneath, Allison-Bristow has it. And Stanek, right away, is tied up. Diane Stanek, their leading scorer. She stands about 5 feet 10 or 11. She'll be jumping against Carolyn Little of Montezuma. All right, Montezuma now with it. Taken back by the forwards of Smoot. Works it around out there. Over to Merrill. Linda Merrill, and now a foul is called on Carol Smoot in the forward court of Allison-Bristow. Trojanettes of Allison-Bristow against the Bravettes of Montezuma. No scores yet. These teams are undefeated, and now we do have a score. Upping it through there is Rose Schultz for Montezuma. The guards bring it out now. Lene Alberts, Janice Johnson, and Linda Merrill. Now the ball is taken back again by Montezuma. In the forecourt, Sandy Van Cleve shoots. Battle for it. Van Cleve has it again. And a long outside shooting of Brenda Hamer begins to show its effect. And it's a 3-0 lead now in favor of Montezuma. In the forecourt for Allison-Bristow. Here's Stanek. Diane Stanek. She was the gal who was in the scoring duel last night in the semifinals with Denise Long of Union Witten. And she won the ball game. And there we see Rose Schultz putting one through. So it's a 5-2 lead now in favor of Montezuma over Allison-Bristow. Ball goes out of bounds. The gals in black, Allison-Bristow will put it in. Carol Smoot. Becky Miller. Over to Stanek, and the ball's deflected out of bounds by Carolyn Little of Montezuma. So the Trojans will put it into play. Underneath to Stanek. Battle of 2 great defenses there, and you can see the effect of that defense. And Stanek really has to work for his shot. And now it's tied up in a jump ball. Carolyn Little goes after it. Montezuma. She lobs the ball out. Kathy Palmer for Montezuma. And here's the drive-in layup down on the fast break. Sandy Van Cleve, number 54, puts it through. Once again, it's intercepted by Montezuma. Great play by these forwards down there, and trying to drive in. Rose Schultz is fouled by Denise Johnson. Timeout is called by Allison-Bristow. With the score, Montezuma 7, Allison-Bristow 2. Scores, so they do have balance. While Diane Stanek is the second leading scorer in the tournament coming into tonight's game, she has 138. She doesn't that Sandy Van Cleve has, who has 77 points in 3 games. Brenda Hamer, 73. And here's Rose Schultz at the line. Makes her first one, misses her second one. Rebound is picked up by Lene Alberts, who certainly did a fine job in this tournament so far. Denise Johnson and Linda Merrill are the other guards for Allison-Bristow as they try to work it out against some very aggressive guarding by the forwards. And now foul is called on Kathy Palmer. Madison Carroll Smoot to the line for Allison-Bristow. Trailing here 8-2. Notice how Carol Smoot stands way behind the free throw line, about 18 feet out. Diane Sonic rebound. 8-4. Montezuma in the lead. The Bravettes now on defense. Since they have it in 4 courts. Here's the feed, goes out to Van Cleve along the baseline. That's the favorite shot, but it's tied up. Brenda Hamer. Brenda's first foul. Diane Sonic, the leading scorer during the season, at the line. Carolyn Little takes the rebound. It's in the forecourt now for Montezuma. Van Cleve. About halfway through, and now Van Cleve comes down with a rebound. He's fouled by Renee Alberts. Post guard for Allison-Bristow, who stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He's only a junior. Allison-Bristow and Montezuma coming in with perfect records. 8-4. 9-4 now. Allison trying to get the ball out of the backcourt. Trojans. Guards working it around. Lene Alberts. Pass it over to Denise Johnson. Linda Merrill. All right. And Becky Miller. 9-6. 3-point lead for Montezuma. The Bravettes with it. Rose Schultz. We have the forwards out there. Brenda Hamer. 11-6 is the score. Montezuma out in front. Becky Miller with the ball. Tries to get it into Sonic. She does. Sonic is fouled by Carolyn Little. Number 1 on Carolyn Little.
Basket by Sonic. Foul charge to Little. Sonic will do 1.
Sonic. And that makes the score 9 for Allison-Bristow, 11 for Montezuma. Montezuma guard. Get it across the line, but Rose Schultz can't hold on to it. It goes back again. Now this will be in the forecourt of Allison-Bristow. The Trojans will take it. Carol Smoot. Over to Stanek. There's a drive by Smoot. She travels with the ball. Carol Smoot travels with the ball. Carol Rugland and Dale Fogle, 2 veteran coaches, are masterminding these ball clubs tonight. Timeout is called with the score Montezuma 11 and Allison-Bristow 9. Montezuma guards put the ball in play in the backcourt. Carolyn Little gets it across the line. Rose Schultz. There's that long arching shot again. She made a lot of those, one right after the other, throughout this tournament, but this time it's not good. Brenda Hamer. Lene Alberts gets the ball across the line. Allison-Bristow, Trojans have the ball at forecourt. Becky Miller. Back to Carol Smoot. Lead pass to Stanek, and she's off balance on the shot. The ball down. A foul is called. Number 30, Becky Hall of Montezuma. Vern McLaren, veteran coach of Mediapolis, sitting in with me tonight. And what do you think of this Montezuma defense? How are they handling Allison-Bristow?
Jim, they're putting outside pressure on. They're taking away the passing lanes, and this is going to be very difficult for Allison to penetrate. They must pass and cut on for the basket. They're not going to be able to get that ball into their post girl unless they do this.
All right, here's Stanek now as they come up with an interception for the Trojans of Allison-Bristow. Becky Miller back to Stanek. She's open, and the shot is no good. She's rushed. Look at that, Carolyn Little whip that thing into the front court. Schultz to Van Cleve. She's only a sophomore. Van Cleve tries the shot, no good. Rebound is picked up this time by, look at Lene Alberts as she passes, but it's intercepted once again by Van Cleve, so they still have it in the forecourt of Monty. Van Cleve. Sandy Van Cleve, only a sophomore. He was a star a year ago as a freshman. Montezuma 13-10. Carol Smoot. Stanek. Pass is intercepted. They're playing the guards in front of him, and Carolyn Little whips the ball into front court once again. Schultz to Van Cleve. Travels with the ball. Van Cleve loves to pivot before she shoots. That time she traveled. Moved her pivot foot. Denise Johnson and Linda Merrill. Allison-Bristow guard put it into play along with Lene Alberts. Now here's Allison with the ball in forecourt. Underneath to Stanek, and she gets around Carolyn Little this time to score. 13-12, a one-point lead for Montezuma. Sandy Van Cleve. Back to Brenda Hamer. Here comes that long one from Hamer. Out of bounds. They really was touched by the Allison guards. So it's being played in now in the forecourt of Montezuma in the light uniform, and the ball is lobbed along the floor and picked up by Allison-Bristow. Lene Alberts pitches the ball across the line. Stanek to Becky. Becky Miller back to Stanek again, and once again, Carolyn Little playing right in front of Stanek, steals that ball. Kathy Palmer gets it across the line. Sandy Van Cleve along the baseline, and shot no good, and Lene Alberts takes that rebound. She gives you just one shot. Two fine defenses out there tonight. Stanek. Back to Stanek again. Stanek at the angle on Little, but she was fouled. Carolyn Little. Except for her second foul. Mary Minner comes in the lineup now, replacing Carolyn Little. Minner saw quite a bit of action in the early part of this tournament. 13-12 score, and can she tie it up? Fails to hit on her first one. Second one is up there, and we have a tie game now at 13. All right, Mary Minner with the ball. Across the line. Sandy Van Cleve to Rose Schultz. Back again to Hamer, to Schultz. Here's Schultz on that swoop shot. 15-13. 44 seconds left to go in the first quarter. In the forecourt now for Allison-Bristow. The Trojans have it. Carol Smoot, Becky Miller, Stanek, being guarded by Mary Minner. Stanek trying to get the pass. She's inside, but she had to rush her shot. Furious battle for the rebound, and Carol Smoot tries one. Back into a tie now at 15 with 17 seconds to play. Montezuma. She takes that spin before she shoots. Jump ball called. Becky or Brenda Hamer will jump. Okay, the tip is controlled now by Allison-Bristow. There's the horn ending the first quarter with the score as even as it could possibly be. Montezuma 15 and Allison-Bristow 15. At the end of the first quarter, the game is just as even as many coaches predicted it would be. The defense seems to have the upper hand on both clubs right now, especially as far as the post girls are concerned. Diane Stanek has hit only 4 of 9 shots from the field, and Sandy Van Cleve got 2 of 8. Now the second quarter. We have action again now to start the second quarter. The score tied at 15. They said this would be an even game, and it is. Ball will be put in play in the forecourt of Allison to Stanek. Ryan Stanek over to Smoot. Look at that tight guarding out there by that Montezuma front court. They had the best defensive average of any team coming into state. Down around 41 points. Stanek with the ball. Off balance again on that shot. He had directed, and here's Smoot. Allison's first lead in this ballgame, 17 to 15. Hamer. Pass, but Sandy Van Cleve retrieves it. Hamer. To Schultz. Hits high on the glass. Merrill with the rebound. Voigt takes it. Stanek. Becky Miller. To Smoot. Stanek. Ooh, she's having trouble with those bank shots there. Third straight one she's missed. 17 to 15 score. And now at the line where he jumps ball at the free throw line, Stanek will go against Kathy Palmer. Smoot has it. Should be an easy layup. She's rushed once again and fails to make it, so it'll be a jump. Stanek against Mary Minner. There's Montezuma with the ball in forecourt. Schultz to Van Cleve. Sandy along the baseline. 7-footer from the baseline. 17 to 17 in the second quarter. Girls State Championship basketball game. Veterans Auditorium in Des Moines before a crowd of 15,000. Complete sellout. Smoot with the ball to Stanek. Stanek is fouled as she goes up once again. Mary Minner. No, the foul is on Stanek. For a while, the indication was the foul was on Minner, but it turns out it was an offensive foul on Stanek. So Diane Stanek picks up her first foul. All right, here's Montezuma with the ball. The score tied 17 to 17. There's Van Cleve. Look at her work her way in there. Around Lene Alberts and Allison-Bristow, and it's a 19 to 17 game. Stanek tries to get the edge on Minner. Can't do it. Becky Miller. Nice shot by Becky Miller. She was going to bend over backwards that time. Pushing foul was called on Stanek. Foul number 2 on Diane Stanek for the lead. The Allison-Bristow scoring with 10. Timeout is called by Allison-Bristow. With the score, Montezuma 19 and Allison-Bristow 19. Rose Schultz is at the free throw line. Sandy Van Cleve rebounds. Can she make it? It deflects down. And it's picked up by Merrill to Alberts. Stanek waits for it. Started by Mary Minner. Here's the feed to Stanek again off the fingertips. Off her fingertips and out of bounds. So Minner will throw it in. Becky Hall. Kathy Palmer. Rose Schultz with the ball. Here goes Hamer. Those are the kinds she was making all the way through the semifinal and quarterfinals. 21 to 19 is the lead now for Montezuma. Allison-Bristow has the ball. Stanek off balance on the baseline shot, and she fails to make it. It's tied up between Mary Minner and, let's see, Becky Miller. Minner and Miller will jump. Leading scorer in the ball game is Stanek with 10. Van Cleve takes it across the line to Rose Schultz. Montezuma. Here's Sandy Van Cleve right down the middle, and she is blocked by Lene Alberts. Now, Lene Alberts, number 53. It's a foul number 2. Girls ball, of course, are allowed 6 personals. makes it 22-19. First game tonight, Woodbine upset Union Whitten 89-86 to win the consolation title, despite 79 points by Denise Long. 57 for Margaret Kinkle of Woodbine. That makes it 23-19, a 4-point lead for Montezuma. Voits with the ball across to Stanek. Carol Smoot, who is turning out to be a pretty effective weapon out there for Allison-Bristow, picks up her 7th point. Van Cleve. He likes to spin and drive, and a beautiful defensive play there by Alberts, but it's still in possession. Hamer has it. Now Alberts comes down with a rebound. Ball deflected out of bounds by Van Cleve, I believe. Sandy Van Cleve, and that could spell trouble for Montezuma if she has banged up her knee. Right now, they're calling an official timeout. Bud McLaren, what does that look like to you?
It looks like she re-injured her knee, Jim. This is very serious for Montezuma. It looks very, very bad. Golly, he has a fine replacement, but Sandy's the spark plug of the team. She drives underneath. She can take that reverse shot. Coach is out there now.
She doesn't want to leave that ball game very good, but Carol Rugland is out, and says she better get out of there. I think she'd rather. She gets a standing ovation from her fans. Isn't that amazing? She's only a sophomore.
Yes, and she shows the maturity of a senior. This is the reason a lot of ball clubs lose. They come down here and they have freshmen and sophomores that can't play with maturity. Boy, Sandy will certainly be lost in there.
All right, Sandy Van Cleve has to lead the ball game with an injured knee. Let's hope it's not serious and she can return. Kathy Meisner replaces her. She's a 5'5" 10th grader. Allison-Bristow on the shot by Stanek ties the score at 23. So they're going with a much smaller front court. Here's Rose Schultz. Hamer to Meisner. To Schultz, doing a good job of rebounding there. Hamer. Alberts, you can see the height advantage now that this tall backcourt has for Allison-Bristow. Carol Smoot tries to throw a lead pass and it's picked off by Becky Hall. Intercepted by Hall, goes out of bounds. It'll be played in by the Allison-Bristow backcourt. Stanek takes it. 23-23 score, 3:29 left to go in the first half. The ball is partly blocked, laid up there, and Becky Miller comes through with a bucket. 25-23, Allison-Bristow goes out ahead of Montezuma, which has their star post forward on the bench now with a knee injury. Meisner, 5'5". Hamer, beautiful shot. She's got to be one of the best outshooters in the state.
Yes, these girls have come along so well in the last 2 years. They're quick. They've been fighting against their own guards. They know how to survive out there. And a fine, good two-hand shot, Jim.
There's Diane Stanek scoring for Allison-Bristow, as Allison now takes the lead, 27-25. Let's see whose ball this is going to be now. These two teams came in here undefeated. Carroll and Little. And there, Sandy Van Cleve is okay. She's coming back in. And look at those Montezuma fans. They're going crazy with joy and excitement. She's the key to their offense, even though all three forwards are among the top 10 in scoring in the state tournament, so they do have balance. All right, the ball is batted into the Montezuma front court. Rose Schultz goes right through the heart of the defense. And it's tied now again at 27. Carol Smoot for Allison-Bristow. Look how tight those guards play in that man-to-man defense. Stanek off balance once again as she tried to get that shot away, and they flip it into forecourt. But Hamer stepped out of bounds on the near side. Timeout is called by Allison-Bristow with the score. Montezuma 27, Allison-Bristow 27. As evidenced by the fact that all three are among the top 10 in the state scoring derby, state tournament scoring derby. Here's Allison-Bristow with the ball in forecourt. 2:05 to play in the first half. Tie game at 27. Carolyn Little, interception. Long pass up to Van Cleve. Schultz. And boy, she really collided out there, but Lene Alberts got the ball away from her. Over to Merrill. To Becky Miller. Carol Smoot. Whistle blows and a foul on Carolyn Little. That's going to send Diane Stonick to the line. 1:36 to play in the first half, and the score is Montezuma 27. Allison-Bristow 27. Diane Stonick too short. Stonick has 14 points, 2 fouls against her. Sandy Van Cleve has 11 points, but her other two forwards have 8 and 8. Stonick connects. It's 28 to 27. Van Cleve with the ball for Monty. Look at her spin and twist and drive in. She's got a move just like you find in boys basketball, that pivot. You rarely see that among girls.
And for a sophomore girl, Jim, she's picked this up throughout the year. We played against them in the scrimmage in the mid-season, and she didn't have it. She's a dandy, all right.
All right, a foul is called as they skirmish for the ball. Foul is called on Becky Miller.
1-1.
So now that brings the 1-1 for Brenda Hamer, who will do the shooting in the Montezuma end of the court. Montezuma leading 29 to 28. 1-1 shot coming up for Brenda Hamer. She has 8 points to her credit. Fails to score. Schultz has it. Over to Van Cleve. She's open. It's the underside of the ring, but she's fouled by Lene Albert.
53. Van Cleve shooting 2.
I believe that's 3 fouls on Lene. It is. The official scorer's bench says 3 fouls on her. Van Cleve. Now has 14 points and puts her team ahead by 2, 30 to 28. Denise Johnson now comes in, replacing Alberts, who picks up her 3rd foul. I guess we're not going to count that one because of a line violation. She stepped over the line in shooting, or one of her teammates did. Now Denise Johnson is in there. Merrill. Back to Voigt. Here's Johnson. Smoot. Becky Miller. Back to Smoot, and Smoot is fouled. Kathy Palmer commits the foul. We have 49 seconds to go in the first half. Carol Smoot. Is there any reason, Vern, why she shoots so far back from the free throw line?
Well, Jim, she jumps way up in the air. I suppose she's afraid she might jump over the line, but that
Gets him through.
It looks like a disadvantage, doesn't it?
Well, she's shooting from about 18 feet out there. Mary Minner now with the ball. The score is 30 to 30. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. Van Cleve. Great move there. Scramble for the ball and a foul on Schultz. Rose Schultz charged with a foul.
Shooting 1-1.
She collided with Linda Merrill. So Stonick will go to the line with a 1-1. 32 seconds to play. Ooh, look at that roll around. Mary Minner takes the rebound. Van Cleve. Underneath, and Hamer on a great attempt, but the ball is taken away by Merrill and across to Stonick. They have 20 seconds. High score at 30. Right into the hands of Minner. Van Cleve takes a great pass and a tremendous fast break play. Just about as pretty a fast break play as you'd care to see. 3 seconds to go. Smoot fails to score, at the end of the first half. Montezuma 32, Allison-Bristow 30. We'll be back. Montezuma holds a 2-point lead at halftime, a game that gives all appearances of going down to the last second. These clubs are so evenly matched. The edge in the second half could go to the team that picks up its shooting percentage against the rugged defense each team is facing. Montezuma hit 14 of 34 shots in the first half. Allison-Bristow got 12 of 28 from the field. And now they change ends of the court. And here's Rose Schultz right off the bat, shooting at the west basket. Rebounded. Hamer misses everything. Merrill with the rebound. A great job there keeping it from going over the baseline. Into the forecourt to Stanek. Montezuma holds a 2-point lead as we start the second half. Here's Stanek. And a wild scramble for that ball. Carolyn Little takes it. Hamer for Montezuma. That's that famous two-handed over-the-head shot of hers. She picks up her 6 points. 34-30. Montezuma now holding a 4-point lead. 8-point, I should say, for her. Carol Smoot to Becky Miller, and now, let's see, she drops her glasses. An official timeout. 7:02 left to go in the third period. 15,000 people jammed into this auditorium tonight watching this big one. What a game we're seeing. Two great defensive teams. Underneath to Stanek. She can't hold the ball. She gets it. Does she have the shooting angle? No. And a foul called on Carolyn Little. So now Stanek will be at the line, and that's 4 fouls on Carolyn Little, and that could be a factor. We see Mary Minner, who alternates with her at post guard, is getting ready to come in for Monty. Stanek is at the line. First game tonight, consolation championship. What a whale of a battle that was. Woodbine defeated Union Whitten, last year's champion, and Denise Long and company, 89-86, despite the fact Denise got 79 points. The score is now 34-31 in this game. The Monty guards across the line to Schultz, to Hamer, back to Schultz again. Here's a carry up right down the middle, and Merrill is charged with a foul. 34-31, and that'll send Rose Schultz to the line. Linda Merrill. Rose Schultz shoots, scores. Lene Alberts to Voigt, to Merrill. Now into forecourt. Montezuma guards playing very tight there. Carol Smoot tried to drive in, and wow, what a collision we had down there. Foul was on the defensive girl, Kathy Palmer. Two leading scorers in this ball game, Van Cleve and Stanek, are tied in points at 16. As we said in the first game tonight, Denise Long got 79 points. That gives her 266 for the 4-game tournament performance, under her record of last year, 282, when Union Whitten won the tournament in an overtime with Everly. Okay, the free throws make the score now 35-32. Montezuma leading by 3. Here's Van Cleve. Look at her twist there, and off the bracket. Alberts with the ball. Lene. She is being guarded very tightly by Brenda Hamer, and a foul on Brenda, number 50. 6:07 to go, third period. 35-32, and Diane Stanek will get 1. Spells her name Stanek. All right, the shot now rebounded by Becky Little. Cross court to Smoot. Stanek has the ball stolen away from her by Minner. Kathy Palmer over the line. Becky Hall. Van Cleve. Sandy Van Cleve gets her 18th point. Montezuma pulls away to a 5-point lead, 37-32. Carol Smoot. Stanek shoots against Mary Minner. The basket goes, the ball goes through the hoop. Let's see, it's the basket. It is good. It's good. She has a chance now for the first 3-point play of this game.
Foul is on Minner. Fails to get it, but they keep the ball, and they could turn it into a 4-point play. No, they don't. Minner takes that rebound. She is quick. Rose Schultz. Ball away by Van Cleve. Rebounded by Voits. Allison has the rebound. Merrill across the line, but before they can do it, taken by Van Cleve and taken back again by Alberts. So they still have it in the forecourt now of the Trojans. Smoot. Carol Smoot throws the lead pass to Becky Little, and a follow-through is good. Diane Stanek. We have a one-point ball game. Montezuma 37, Allison-Bristow 36. 4:52 left to go in the third period. There's Brenda Hamer, and look at her clip the net on that one. Bud McLaren of Minneapolis just said she's got to be one of the best outshooters in the state of Iowa. Little to Stanek. Over the head of Mary Minner, and she comes back. She has another shot at a three-point play. I believe this will count. Foul on Mary Minner, and it does count. But this fouling could be a factor here, couldn't it?
Well, I don't think so, Jim.
At the line will be Diane Stanek. She has 22 points so far. She has her second attempt at a three-point play coming up, and she can tie the score if she makes it. She fails to do it for the second time. So it's Montezuma now coming up. Mary Minner across the line. Over to Schultz. Schultz has it. With an underhanded sweep, and she doesn't do it. A great rebounding job, but they lose the ball. Allison-Bristow loses it. Coming back with it up court. Becky Hall got it that time. And Van Cleve turns it into a two-pointer. Sandy Van Cleve puts her team ahead now, 41-38. Carol Smoot. And a bad pass. Mary Minner grabs it. Over to Becky Hall and across the line. Here's Rose Schultz. Hamer. Van Cleve. And Sandy Van Cleve hits a couple of really important buckets. 43-38 gives her club a 5-point lead. Carol Smoot with the ball. Stanek tried to get in there, and she's fouled by Minner. Mary Minner. 3:34 left to play in the third period. Mary Minner's third foul. Free throws and the inability to hit them have been an important factor in this ballgame. That's the third straight free throw that Diane Stanek has missed. Mary Minner will throw it in. She doesn't try the court length pass that time. Instead, two bounces to get it across. Hamer over to Schultz. Back to Hamer again. Hamer guarded by Voits very tightly. Van Cleve, and no good. Down, rebounded by Merrill. Gals in black from Allison-Bristow have the ball. There's a pass to Stanek. She almost lost control of it. They trail now. It's 43-38. Underneath, nice pass. And the layup is partly blocked, and a foul is called, and action's getting pretty rough and tumble. Foul is called on the offensive girl. Becky Miller, number 43, charged with a foul. That's her first.
Hamer shooting one.
Van Cleve will be at the line. Shooting one for Montezuma. Rebounded by Voits to Merrill. Stanek. Becky Miller. Here's Stanek. Ooh, she threw it up there too hard. Jump ball. Diane Stanek. You can see all the difference now. Last night, of course, she was putting him in with great ease. Tonight, she is really having the battle of her life trying to get that ball through the hoop, even though she does lead her scoring with 22. It's scrapped for the rebound, and a foul is called on Mary Minner. Minner picks up foul number 4.
Shooting 1 and 1.
Okay, Becky Little Becky Miller, rather, we should say, puts it through. 43-39. She can make it a 3-point ball game, and she does as she converts again. 43-40. 2:41 left to go, third period. Minner with the ball. Fast break to Van Cleve. Can she get it? Makes a great save on the ball, and they fail to score. It does go out of bounds now. Fabulous save by Sandy Van Cleve, who really reached out and whipped that ball back on the court. Lene Alberts almost loses it to Hamer. Voits to Alberts, to Merrill, to Stanek. All right, here's Becky Miller with the ball. The lead pass to Stanek, and she hits the underside of the ring. Another one is good. We have a 1-point ball game now. 43-42, Montezuma leading. 1:55 left to play in the third period. Van Cleve gets her shot off despite some great defensive work by Lene Alberts. 45-42. Van Cleve with 24 points. Stanek with 24 points. Hangs on the lip of the basket there. Shot by Smoot. Picked up on the rebound by Montezuma. Hamer with the ball into Van Cleve. Underneath the drive down the lane. A beauty right down the heart of the defense by Hamer, who usually shoots from outside. 47-42. Brenda Hamer now with 12 points. Ball is worked around in the forecourt underneath to Stanek, and she gets her shot away. Stanek now with 26 points. 47-43. Monty leads by 3. Drive in there by Montezuma, shooting and scoring again. Haig Watts has come in the front court, number 4. Here's a drive in by Becky Miller, and she's fouled by number 30, Becky Hall of Montezuma. Peggy Watts is in there. 5'5", 10th grade forward. In the front court for Montezuma. Shot at the free throw line by Becky Miller is good. She gets another attempt to pull Allison-Bristow up within 3 if she makes it, and she fails to make it, but they have the ball again, and here's Carol Smoot. Out to Stanek. To Smoot. Underneath to Stanek. She loses control of the ball, and the jump is called. Kathy Palmer grabbed the ball away from her. Now it's going to be a jump. Carol Smoot. Here's Smoot, and now another jump is called. Carol Smoot. Carol Smoot will jump. Against Kathy Palmer. Smoot banged up her leg a little bit, I think, there. 32 seconds left to go, third period. This time it's taken by Mary Minner. Montezuma has the ball. Trying to trap it over there and can't do it. Becky Hall across the line to Van Cleve. Haig Watts. Oh, she's quick. Up there to Hamer. Hamer tries a long one, misses everything. Van Cleve gets a great one, a bad angle shot. She had to bend over backwards to do it, and how she did it, I don't know. But she got it through. 51-45, a 6-point lead. They let it go out of bounds with 1 second to play. They, of course, retained possession between quarters. There was no urgency to shoot. Smoot throws it to Stanek, and that ends the quarter with the score. Montezuma leading at the end of the third quarter, 51-45.
Montezuma has settled down in the third quarter. The Bravettes look like they're starting to take charge. But you can't count a fine team like Allison-Bristow out of it yet. Neither club has been beaten all year. Now, the fourth quarter of action.
All right, we have action. The all-tournament team has just been announced. At forward, Denise Long of Union Whitten, Debbie Merritt of Guthrie Center, Diane Stanek of Allison-Bristow, Sandy Van Cleve of Montezuma. The guards are Lene Alberts of Allison-Bristow, Carolyn Little of Montezuma, Sue Middleton of Guthrie Center, and Barb Wishmeyer of Mediapolis. Now we have a foul on Body. See, the foul is on Becky Hall. Kathy Palmer, correction. And another foul is called for elbowing now on Becky Hall. They're picking up a lot of them fast. Bud, congratulations to you for your girl, Barb Wishmeyer, making the first all-tournament team.
She's playing fine ball all year. She was a little disappointed that she couldn't stick around and complete our Farragut game, but it is a nice honor for her and for all these girls.
All right, at the line now, Becky Miller connects on her first one. Second one is no good. The rebound by Becky Hall. Carolyn Little is back in there. She's their top post guard. Watts goes a pass that Hamer has trouble handling. Van Cleve. Look at her hit those jumps. She's really on her game now. 53-46. Van Cleve with 28 points. 53-46 lead for Montezuma. Stonick trying to get the ball away from Little. She shoots and off balance once again. Great defensive pressure out there. Becky Hall into the front court now to Van Cleve. Van Cleve shot is so good, and the rebound picked up by Lene Alberts, all-tournament guard. All-tournament guard against an all-tournament forward at both ends of the court. Diane Stonick. Back to Stonick. Lays a hook shot up there. No good. The ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be down court here by Montezuma. Ball is stolen away by Voigt. Allison-Bristow to Stonick. 6:33 to play. And Montezuma fans are getting the sense of victory. Stonick. Here's Miller. She shoots and scores. Becky Miller. 53-48, a 5-point lead for Montezuma. Van Cleve. Off-balance shot. And she puts it through. She's got 2 more years. She's only a sophomore. Underneath to Stonick. Can she get in? Drives the baseline. Nice carry up. Good by Diane Stonick. 55-50. Montezuma. Van Cleve. Along the baseline. Ball is lost, but Hamer shoots and she scores. Brenda Hamer hits it now from along the left baseline. 57-50. Biggest lead that Montezuma's had. Becky Miller. Stonick steps out of bounds. So she loses the ball without having a chance to score. Now Mary Minner is going to come in. Stonick stepped out of bounds that time. 57-50 is the score. Okay, the ball comes down court now. Traveling is called on Hamer. Trailing by 7 points. Allison-Bristow with 5:15 to play. Has the ball in forecourt. Stonick is open. We have a 5-point ball game again, and Diane Stonick has 30 points, along with Sandy Van Cleve. They each have 30. 2 great post players and 2 great post guards in this tournament. We're watching right now. Van Cleve shoots over the head of Lene Alberts. 59-52. Montezuma in the lead here. Can Stonick get the shot away? She can't. Carolyn Little, look at her whip that ball into forecourt. Montezuma has it now, and Van Cleve is fouled by Voigt. Put Sandy Van Cleve at the line. Now we have Rose Schultz coming in to replace Peg Watts. A little Watts gal can move around pretty good, can't she?
Yes, it looks like she has a bad knee, or it had a bad knee. She has a brace on, very quick.
Sandy Van Cleve picks up her 30 third point. And it's 60 to 52, an 8-point lead now, with 4.5 minutes to play. Montezuma in control of this ball game at the present time. Here's Carol Smoot. She tries to drive through, but she is blocked. Oh, this is some tough defense we're watching out there. Carol Smoot into Stanek. Stanek spins. The shot is short. The scrap for the rebound is won by the Montezuma guards. Carolyn Little across the line with it. Back again on the left side now. There's Rose Schultz trying the shot. No good. Voigt says the rebound. Lene Alberts tries to get it across the line. It's deflected out of bounds. And touched by Montezuma, so it'll be Allison-Bristow with the ball in forecourt. Becky Miller pass to Stanek, and Stanek has it batted away from her by Miller. It's a loose ball, and it's taken up. Great defensive play there by Montezuma. Schultz off the bracket. Boy, they're going at it now, I'll tell you that. Lene Alberts. Back to Lene again. Over to Voigt. 15,000 voices screaming here, one way or the other. Pro Khan underneath to Smoot, and doesn't do it. Grabbing that rebound is Mary Minner. Both the top guards are in there now, Carolyn Little and Mary Minner for Montezuma. Here's Schultz, tries to drive down the middle. She's tied up by Voigt. Jump ball. Score is 60 for Montezuma and 52 for Allison-Bristow with 3 minutes and 12 seconds to play. Allison has the ball. Now, correction, that was Montezuma with the ball, out of bounds. Now it's Allison-Bristow with the ball. Merrill to Lene Alberts. Wild pass. Can they make a save on it? They don't. Goes out of bounds. It'll be awarded in to Montezuma in backcourt. Carolyn Little will toss it in. 2:57 to play. Minner across the line to Rose Schultz. Over to Van Cleve. Van Cleve's fall away. Partially blocked. Rebound by Schultz, and look at that spinner shot go up there. Doesn't quite go through. Lene over to Merrill. Stanek. They're down by 8 points. They've got to find that hoop. They want to win this one. Stanek puts it through the hoop. Diane Stanek cuts the margin of the deficit now to 6. 60 to 54. Montezuma. Van Cleve comes right back. Builds it up to 8 points. 62 to 54. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go before this game becomes history. Stanek has it. Taken away from her by Minner. Now it goes out of bounds. It'll be played in by Allison-Bristow. Becky Miller takes it in over to Smoot to Stanek. Stanek lays the shot up there, partly blocked by Carolyn Little, and take it back again. Whistle blows, and now they call a foul on Carolyn Little. Correction on Becky Miller. At the line will be Rose Schultz. 2:03 left to go in this ball game. 62 to 54 is the score. It's a 9-point lead now. Rose Schultz can win. 63 to 54. Allison-Bristow with the ball. Becky Miller. Kind of a wild shot, and a foul is called on Carolyn Little. Foul on Carolyn Little for pushing. 5th foul on Carolyn. They're allowed 6 personals, of course, in girls basketball. 1:47 to go. And at the line for the 1-and-1 is no good. Boy, she's had trouble at the free throw line tonight. But she gets the ball back again. Couldn't quite hold it. Carolyn Little and Diane Stanek battling for that ball. Rose Schultz. Underneath, there's Van Cleve, lays it up there, good. Sandy Van Cleve pumps one off the glass. 65 to 54, 11-point lead for Montezuma, and that crowd is going absolutely wild. Here's Stanek. Her hook shot is good. Sandy Van Cleve has 37 points. Diane Stanek has 34. Rose Schultz almost got it. You can see the great balance that they have out there. All three forwards are in double figures. Now it's Stanek with it. Smoot to Stanek. 59 seconds to play, and a foul is called on Carolyn Little. She fouls out of the ballgame. But with only 59 seconds to play. All right, she fouls out of the ballgame. 59 seconds to go, and at the line will be Diane Stanek with 2. But I don't think they have to worry too much. No, but one of the important things about this ball game has been Stanek's inability to hit consistently at that free throw line.
That's right.
She makes 2 here, but I think she missed about 4 or 5 in a row.
That's right, Jim. And plus the pressure, the tremendous pressure that the Montezuma guards has put on those forwards. They got them pretty well tired now.
65 to 58 is the score. Montezuma leading, 48 seconds to play. They have the ball in forecourt. Van Cleve on that shovel shot, that scoop shot. Merrill with the rebound. They're counting out the seconds over there in the Montezuma end of the court. They're leading 65 to 58, and here's Diane Stanek. She puts it through 65 to 60. They're coming back now, but I think they're going to run out of time. 29 seconds, 28 seconds. Underneath the Van Cleve. She goes along the baseline, fires it way out, and it goes out of bounds, stops the clock. 20 seconds to play. Well, they were leading by 11 a few moments ago. Now it's down to 5, but there's only 20 seconds to go. And Allison-Bristow will have the ball. Bounce pass across the line, 16 seconds. Underneath to Stanek. Stanek shoots, it is no good. Rebound by Becky Hall. Becky Hall with a rebound, 6 seconds. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2. A drive in, no good. A foul is called with 1 second to play. Absolute bedlam on the far side of the Montezuma section. Montezuma section going absolutely wild. At the line will be Rose Schultz. She makes it. She locks up this victory for sure. 66 to 60. Second one is up. Bounce in and out. No good. There's the horn. And Montezuma is the champion of girls basketball for 1969. And look at them. The winners and losers are both crying. What a tremendous show. But let's take a quick look at the scoring over here. I believe we had Diane Stanek with 37 points and Sandy Van Cleve also with 37. Great battle between 2 fine post forwards, but I think we can say it was the overall balance of Montezuma that did it.
There you have it, the championship game of Iowa girls high school basketball for 1969. And there haven't been too many better games for the state title than this one. Sandy Van Cleve led the Montezuma scoring with 37 points. Diane Stanek had 38 for Allison-Bristow. Both teams hit an even 50% from the field, but Allison missed 15 free throws, which proved to be costly since Montezuma failed to convert only 6. Now the presentation of trophies. Mr. James Kelly of Mediapolis, president of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, introduces the teams and players, while Mr. E. Wayne Cooley, executive secretary of the union, makes the awards. Runner-up in the state free throw contest, Darla Peterson of LDF, who won a shoot-off with Beverly Conrad of Tri-County. Winner of the state free throw contest, Gail Langholtz of MFL, who made 37 straight. Fourth place team, Union Witten, the champion of a year ago and rated #1 all season long. The Cobras lost to Woodbine 89 to 86, despite 79 points by Denise Long, who finished with a 4-game total of 226, second only to her mark of a year ago when she scored an all-time high of 282 points in 4 games while leading her team to the title. Third place team, Woodbine, a fiery outfit from western Iowa that became one of the real giant killers of this tournament. Margaret Kenkel paced the Woodbine attack tonight with 57 points. Second place team, Allison-Bristow. What more can you say about a ball club that lost only 1 game of 30, and that to the state champions? A fine, well-coached team that gave it all it had. And now, the team that is still undefeated through 31 games, and the new state champions, the Bravettes of Montezuma. If hard work, great coaching, and the ability to peak at the right time pay off in basketball victories, then this team is as good an example as you'll find. Truly great champions. Don't count Montezuma out in the future. Remember, Sandy Van Cleve is only a sophomore. But we'll have to wait till next year to find out about that. We hope you'll be with us again for another great championship game. Good luck, and so long till then.